Okay, so hopefully this kind of helps show how I have things set up. So here's the seat itself. The setup was pretty simple, pretty easy, not too hard at all. Just following the directions, it went pretty smoothly. Now, the wiring, as you can see, is a bit of a pain. I tried to do it as good as I could, but once you actually start using it, you figure out that you can't make it very clean at all. But we'll talk about the wiring later. So let's go ahead and talk about this first. Again, like I said, setting up the seat was super simple. There's Velcros. Once you plug these guys in, and again, I show it all in install, so I'm not gonna go too much detail, but you put this in. There's a Velcro over here that helps with the strap over here to secure that in place. I didn't really change this at all. This is still as it was when it was opened or unboxed. Um, you do have to um, open the strap, open these two straps right here. Once those are strapped out, then you just put this on. When you're comfortable, you strap it back on, you're good to go. This was super simple. Plug this side in, that side's the one that opens and closes. And then this was pre-installed, so this wasn't really an issue. Let me do that there, right there. And that's it. Now installing the steering wheel and the pedals. That's the part a little bit, you gotta figure things out. The wheel was, or sorry, the pedals were super simple. It's not really bolted down. As you can see, it's held by Velcro. I hate this. I wish there was a little metal piece that held it in place. Here, I'll lift this up so you can see. So if you look, that's the Velcro strap that goes around to hold it in place. They could have made a crossbar right here and bolted that down. It would have been so much better. Maybe I'll look into something like that I can come up with, making a crossbar or something to make it more secure. Now, not saying that it's not secure, because it's actually pretty secure. It won't move around at all. It's actually, this does hold it in place. This right here prevents it from moving forward, and this prevents it from moving back. So it does work. I did adjust this to push it out more because I'm 6'1", so it had to push out a little bit more. I tried my best to route the cables as much as possible, just to make it easier, but it's kind of difficult. I'll have to figure out some other way to do it. The first initial setting I had was, it was actually pretty clean. Everything followed the tubing. It went right perfectly like this, so you didn't really see this. The problem is, when you store it away, it's an issue. It becomes too tight and it can break. So I had to put it like this, so that it doesn't break. I'm more concerned about breakage than clean wiring. And then if you notice, I have this unplugged here because I already have it plugged in here, and then I hit everything here. I had to use the extension USB cable so that plugs into here. So all I do is unplug from the power right here and unplug from the extension right there, and this whole piece just folds happily into place, so I don't have to worry about it. But again, I'll think more about how to organize this better. I'm really not happy with this. I'd rather be following the tube than just sticking out like that. But again, this is something I'll have to figure out. I don't know how to make it because this wire is pretty short, so that's something to worry about. But again, I did do as much as I could for clean routing. Now for the Logitech, that was pretty simple. Let me open this up. Oh, and make sure this is always extended out so it doesn't tip over. So with this, super easy. The bolts that come with it, secure it right here. Don't know if you can see it. My light is probably off, but bolt right here, bolt right there, secures in place. That bolt comes with this seat, so you don't have to worry about it. And then I just tightened this up and this up just to kind of hold it in more securely. That was it. But these bolts do a perfect job. No issues at all. Now, if you notice, I have the shifter here. You can buy the Playseat shifter that connects over here, but that's not really natural for me anyways. I've always had the shifter be more closer to here. I'm a US based, so I need it on my right side. So I went on eBay. I'll link the description. I spoke to the guy that makes these he does a badass job. Like you can barely see it here. Super simple to install. I have it in my install video. And then it came with the bolts to install too, but right here and right here, bolts down. It's solid, it's not moving anywhere. Like these are pointless. These don't do anything anymore because of how good of an install these bolts do. So these are just kind of meh, just here, you know. I highly recommend this one. They do sell a 3D printed one, but I read online that it cracks too much. So this is about, I don't know, $5 to $6 more, but it's aluminum. It lasts longer. So just spend a little bit more and get the better quality one. I did put electrical tape here to protect the metal from grinding and, you know, rubbing off the cool finish. I did it on both sides. So try that, it'll work. Now, overall, it came out pretty good. It came out really good. Very pleased with how easy it went. When you sit inside, there you go. Feet are happy. I'm not seeing any issues with the throttle or the brake. There's a little bit of flex here. There's a little bit of flex. I don't know if you can see it when you do that, but I'm not driving around like this, so I don't really notice it. When I'm driving, I'm actually concentrating on the screen, so I don't really feel the flex at all, to be honest. I really haven't felt it at all. I don't know if the camera can see, but this is, again, I'm 6'1". This is how far I'm sitting, and I can't really push the wheel further back. I wish I could, but I can't. I can't adjust the wheel go tilt up and down. But for me, I was happy with this position, so I tightened it up. There's, I don't know if you can see it. Let me move this aside from here. Here's the knob to make it tilt up and down. Again, this can adjust depending on what you want. I'm happy with here, this high. So you can put it lower, but I needed clearance for here too. If you look, it might look like I'm hitting, but honestly, I'm not. I'm not moving my feet like this, so I'm really not. Now, I might have a wider hips, so I do feel a little bit tight around my legs here. I do feel a little bit cramped, but it's not uncomfortable, so it's not really a big issue. However, so let me show you here. So here's where the seat ends, right here, and it does create a pressure point right on my legs right here. I have about let me show you. So here's where my knee, or the back of my knee is, and here's where the seat ends. So when I'm driving or playing for about, I would say, 30 minutes or so, I do start to feel pressure on here, so I have to kind of take a break. It does start to create a little bit of numbness, so you have to take that into account. I don't think that can be fixed. It's just, I'm a tall guy, so unfortunately you will start, oh, this is a perfect example right here. So this is where the seat ends, and right there is where there's a pressure that puts a lot on my what is it, hamstrings, and you do feel it over time. So don't spend too much, don't spend too much time in it. Again, it's beginner level, so it's not really that bad, but just something to account for if you're tall. I wish this was higher up, maybe what is this, at least 2 inches, and it wouldn't create that pressure point. But what can you do, right? It's not bad though. Yeah, and that's it. And then let me open this up, and again, the shifter's right here. See, very it's secure. It's not going anywhere. So very happy with it. Not gonna complain. That was a well worth investment. And then getting out of it. Now for my head, let me see. So my neck, or my back of the head, is right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is where it is. Now I don't put my head this back, so I don't really have any issues. But if you do go back like this is gonna hurt. This hurts. So I don't drive like this. I'm more like this. So I actually never ever feel this at all. But again, I wish this was taller so I could feel more comfortable. But because of how short this is, for 6'1" and taller people, just heads up, the 2 points of where you can have soreness and pain would be right here, and of course by your legs. This one, the leg one, the one with the leg, this is big for me. This one, like I really feel it. It's just like driving. Like I wish there was a thigh extended thigh cushion support or something to help with this, because you really start feeling it here a lot. But yeah, that's my setup and configuration. I know the wires are messy, but I really don't know how else to make it nicer, because the wires are just short. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Hope you like this. This is my final setup of my Playseat along with my G923. Hope you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Let's keep the numbers growing. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.